Most insane military moments. In the vast tapestry of military history, there are singular moments that etch themselves into the annals of time, capturing the essence of valor, mastery, and resourcefulness. These snapshots unveil the raw truths of warfare, while embodying the indomitable spirit of humanity amidst adversity. Whether it be the audacious acts of rescue or the grandeur of battles unfolding, these scenes immortalize the pinnacle of courage and skill in the face of extraordinary circumstances, serving as timeless testaments to the resilience of the human spirit. Number 5. The Battle of Stalingrad. Triumph amidst tragedy. The Battle of Stalingrad, spanning from August 23, 1942, to February 2, 1943, holds a paramount position in the annals of World War II. As Nazi Germany aimed to subjugate the Soviet Union, Stalingrad emerged as a crucial target due to its industrial importance and symbolic significance. As the namesake of Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, the city's defense became a focal point for the Soviets, who dedicated substantial resources and manpower to safeguarding it. This conflict swiftly devolved into a harrowing confrontation marked by relentless urban warfare. Streets and buildings became arenas of combat, where soldiers fought ferociously for every inch of ground. Amidst the debris and devastation, hand-to-hand combat became commonplace, showcasing remarkable courage and resilience on both sides. The unforgiving winter compounded the misery, subjecting soldiers to freezing temperatures, dwindling supplies, and constant peril. The enduring imagery from the Battle of Stalingrad encapsulates the intensity and toll of the struggle. Photographs capturing soldiers amidst the ruins, their faces reflecting a mix of exhaustion and determination, have become iconic representations of the battle's brutality. These visuals serve as poignant reminders of the sacrifices endured by Soviet and German forces alike in one of history's deadliest clashes. Despite staggering losses, the Soviets emerged triumphant with the encirclement and surrender of the German Sixth Army in February 1943. The hoisting of the red flag over the Reichstag in Berlin on May 2, 1945, symbolized the Soviet Union's victory over Nazi Germany and heralded the war's denouement in Europe. The Battle of Stalingrad indelibly shaped the course of World War II, influencing subsequent military strategies and tactics. It stands as a testament to the resilience and fortitude of the human spirit in confronting unimaginable adversity. Number 4. D-Day, the Normandy invasion. On June 6, 1944, the world witnessed a pivotal moment in World War II with the commencement of Operation Overlord, famously known as D-Day. This meticulously planned Allied invasion of Normandy saw forces from the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and others converging to launch history's largest amphibious assault. Among the 5 targeted landing beaches, Omaha Beach emerged as a symbol of daunting challenge, characterized by formidable defenses and treacherous terrain. As American troops approached, they were met with a relentless barrage of enemy fire from entrenched German positions, immortalizing the image of soldiers braving bullets while wading through the surf. Despite staggering losses and fierce resistance, Allied troops displayed extraordinary courage and determination, gradually gaining ground and securing crucial beachheads. D-Day's success hinged on the unwavering resolve and sacrificial bravery of those who stormed the beaches, epitomizing Allied unity and resolve. This historic event marked a definitive turning point in the war, igniting a new front in Western Europe, and paving the way for France's liberation and the eventual downfall of Nazi Germany. The legacy of D-Day reverberates as a tribute to the valor and sacrifice of the thousands of Allied soldiers who participated, serving as a timeless reminder of humanity's capacity for heroism and selflessness in the pursuit of liberty and justice. Number 3. The Miracle at Dunkirk. Evacuation under fire. May 1940 witnessed one of the most remarkable feats of the Second World War with the evacuation of Allied forces from the beaches of Dunkirk, France. Trapped by the rapid advance of the German army, hundreds of thousands of British and French soldiers faced imminent capture or annihilation. In response, Operation Dynamo was launched, a daring plan to evacuate these stranded troops to safety. As enemy forces closed in, a diverse flotilla of civilian boats, ranging from fishing vessels to pleasure craft, joined forces with military ships and aircraft in a desperate bid to rescue the trapped soldiers. Under constant threat from German air and ground attacks, these makeshift vessels braved the treacherous waters of the English Channel, shuttling troops from the beaches to waiting ships offshore. The evacuation unfolded amidst scenes of chaos and heroism, with soldiers queuing for hours amidst the chaos of the beaches, anxiously awaiting their turn to board a vessel to safety. Despite the perilous conditions and relentless enemy fire, the operation continued unabated, with civilian sailors and military personnel working together with remarkable efficiency and courage. The dramatic footage and photographs captured during the evacuation of Dunkirk serve as a powerful testament to the power of unity and collective action in the face of adversity. Ordinary citizens and servicemen alike rallied together in a common cause, demonstrating extraordinary bravery and selflessness to ensure the safe evacuation of their comrades. By the end of Operation Dynamo, over 330,000 Allied troops had been rescued from Dunkirk, defying all expectations and significantly bolstering Allied morale in the early stages of the war. The successful evacuation of Dunkirk stands as a symbol of resilience and determination in the face of overwhelming odds, reminding the world of the extraordinary capacity for courage and compassion, even in the darkest of times. Number 2. The Tet Offensive. Turning point in the Vietnam War. Amidst the tumult of the Vietnam War in 1968, the Tet Offensive erupted, orchestrated by North Vietnamese forces who launched a coordinated assault on cities and military installations throughout South Vietnam during the Tet holiday, traditionally a time of temporary ceasefire. The audacity and magnitude of this offensive caught both American and South Vietnamese forces off guard, challenging the prevailing narrative of American military supremacy in the conflict. Journalists embedded within the chaos transmitted gripping images and reports that stunned the global community. Scenes of urban warfare, with intense battles raging in cities like Hue and Saigon, underscored the ferocity of combat and the vulnerability of American and South Vietnamese forces. Despite initial gains and the psychological impact of the offensive, the Tet Offensive ultimately ended in a strategic setback for the North Vietnamese. American and South Vietnamese forces regrouped to fend off the attackers, inflicting substantial casualties and reclaiming lost ground. Nonetheless, the Tet Offensive marked a pivotal juncture in the war. The repercussions of the Tet Offensive extended far beyond the battlefield, shaking the confidence of the American populace and eroding support for the war. The perception of an impending victory began to wane as doubts emerged regarding the effectiveness of American strategy in Vietnam. Images from the Tet Offensive fueled anti-war sentiment domestically, sparking increased protests and demands for the cessation of U.S. involvement in the conflict. Though the Tet Offensive fell short of its military objectives, it succeeded in undermining the credibility of American leadership and hastening a reassessment of U.S. policy in Vietnam. The offensive served as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges of the war, contributing to a mounting disillusionment with American intervention and setting the stage for eventual withdrawal. Number 1. The Fall of the Berlin Wall. Symbol of freedom. On November 9, 1989, the world witnessed an iconic moment in history as the Berlin Wall, a symbol of division and oppression, was breached and eventually fell. For nearly 3 decades, the wall had separated East and West Berlin, serving as a physical and ideological barrier between the Communist East and the Democratic West. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked the symbolic end of the Cold War, a decades-long struggle between the ideologies of communism and democracy. Images of jubilant crowds gathering at the wall, armed with hammers and chisels, and joyously tearing down the barriers that had divided families and communities for generations, captured the euphoria of the moment. People from both sides of the wall embraced each other in scenes of reconciliation and unity, symbolizing the triumph of freedom and human spirit over oppression and tyranny. The collapse of the Berlin Wall was not only a significant moment for Germany, but also for the entire world. It signaled the dawn of a new era of geopolitical transformation and unity in Europe. The reunification of East and West Germany in October 1990, less than a year after the fall of the wall, symbolized the reunification of Europe and the end of the division that had plagued the continent since the end of World War II. The fall of the Berlin Wall had far-reaching implications, not only politically but also socially and culturally. It inspired similar movements for freedom and democracy across Eastern Europe, leading to the eventual collapse of communist regimes and the end of the Cold War. The reunification of Europe paved the way for greater cooperation and integration among European nations, ultimately culminating in the establishment of the European Union. In this way, the fall of the Berlin Wall stands as a defining moment in modern history, symbolizing the triumph of liberty and democracy over oppression and division. It serves as a reminder of the power of people to effect change and of the enduring human desire for freedom and unity. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content.